Awesome. So welcome to our Team Opulent Synergy training. Today is Tuesday the 8th, sounds pretty good, of August 2017. This is our sort of where to find things, how to search, how to navigate through our 2 pages, go through any issues that might have come up through the week. Like compliance or anything like that. But tonight, because we do have a couple of our leaders on as well, I'm going to get a couple of people to share and we can work on that because we've got a lot of people sharing and so forth at the moment, but they're not quite sure on how to do that. So we obviously, when we're sharing, we're either sharing product or we're sharing business. We're not sharing what I've already talked about with the product or the program. We're sharing about your results, where Juice Plus come into your life, your results that you're hoping to get or the results that you've already got, and then why you love to share it. All right, if you're launching, it's why the business made sense to you, but if you're just sharing, so we're going to go through that at the end. But at the first, to start off with, I'm going to navigate you through just our pages again, just so you sort of know where everything is. All right. Now, in the process, of the team and in the structure and how we do teach to teach, we're never not a student in this business. Whether you're a VF, a DVF, an SDVF, an SC, an SSC, a QNMD, an NMD, you're always a student. So, you've always got your upline there supporting you and responding to you. At the moment, I'm pretty much still doing most of the 3 ways. I've got Lindsay has just mastered that, so she does all her teams 3 ways now for all her downlines team. She will still bring me her frontline forever, so I'm her 3rd endorsement. The same with Catherine, the same with Steph. I do all their 3-way frontlines for them, and they use that as teach to teach. That's how they will learn to do their frontline, is they'll keep bringing me more new team to do that 3-way chat with and give them that 3rd endorsement and hopefully get them to see how amazing this is and to jump on board. And then they're learning at the same time. They're taking notes all the time. When it comes to goal chats every month and your leader asks, do you want to do your goal chat? Stick your hand up. It might be the same as last month, but what you get out of that goal chat is totally up to you. Your why keeps changing every month in this business. And, jumping on that and hearing from someone else other than your direct leader, who you're probably chatting to all through the month, is really cool too, because I get on with Lauren, my mentor, but then I hear from Adam. Adam tells me exactly what Lauren's told me all through the month, but because Adam said it, it just seems to resonate more and tick a few more things that I might not have thought of. But Lauren's told me that all through the month, so it's always great to have that there. So don't ever think that you're not needed, or you're not, you don't need that, or they don't need this, or you don't need that support or that teacher, because you always do. And also obviously when you're starting those 3-way chats at the beginning, whenever you guys get new team, okay, what you're doing is adding the 3rd endorsement person to it, the person that's going to run the Zoom. All right. And you might have a leader in between that needs to jump on that as well, because they're learning that conversation. All right. But you start that message, okay? Start that message, introduce everybody, and then step back, get your pen out, get your notepad out, and just watch your leader do the work, okay? All right, so, just for instance, we've got Josie on and Melody on, but Lindsay will be still doing your 3 ways for a little while. So just say Josie got somebody on into a 3-way message. She probably introduced Melody, she probably introduced Lindsay, and then both Melody and Josie would sit back and take notes. Take notes and watch what Lindsay does. Watch the feet, not the lips. And then she'd get them to the Zoom. And then again, you'd introduce Lindsay and you'd introduce Melody. And then you let Lindsay do all the work. Again, you just take notes. All right. And that's how the business is all the way through it. Just always have a pen and paper in your hand. And just trust that, your upline can do what they need to do for you. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to start sharing my page now, so my computer, so you guys can see a few things, and I'm going to work you through our 2 groups so you know where to find things. All righty, can you guys, who can I see on my screen? Catherine and Zoe. Weinberg. Can you give me a thumbs up that you can see my screen okay? Oh, there's your thumb. Beautiful. Where's your thumb? Her hand's cut off. All right. Oh, don't need all these. We'll get rid of all these messages. Everyone's messaging. All righty. So I'll catch up on all those at some point. So this is the team page. Has everyone had a little look at it at some stage at all yet? Yep. I have got you all on silent pretty much. But yeah, so this is our team page. Okay, so everything that I think is amazing in Team Illuminate, which is Lauren, my upline, in Team Freestyle, which is Adam, her front line, in Team Spirit, which is Adam's upline, I bring into here, and a whole lot of other stuff, okay, for you guys to access. So if there's anything you want to do, if you've got a spare hour, or if you want to find something specifically, go in here. This is where you want your first place to go to check, okay? So the discussion page, obviously that looks a bit different on your computer than it does on your phone, okay? But the discussion page is everything that's up to date and everything that's regular, everything that's going on right now, okay? So if there's an event today, it'll be there in the current posts. If there's people launching, if there's training that might be on or might not be on, you know, our structure, things that we need to keep bringing forward, we'll bring forward, but try not to tag too many people too often because it gets rid of the current stuff and that gets bumped down by whatever you've tagged. But just learn to find things yourself. So this is what this training session's about. It's on every second week. You know, so I do the where to, how to search, show you around the 2 pages. And anything else that needs to be discussed. But then the week after, Lindsay does how to post, when to post, what not to post, and how to, you know, get your customer all set up once they've said yes, or your teamie, where to pop those notes. Okay, so this is the team page. The few places you need to know and know where to look is the discussion, which I've just gone through, or the file section, okay? So these are quite large, these PDFs, so they might not come up on your phone, okay? So you might need to load them onto a computer, or if you don't have a computer, let us know and we might be able to give you, I've got all the JBT stuff, for instance, on Dropbox, or I can email a few to you and then you can save them into your phone document storage in a different place. But yeah, everything you need, like from Start Strong guys, this is amazing. If you haven't had a look at this, I really, you know, suggest you take a look if you've got time. This is like, you know, our Bible to how to do our business within Team Opulent Synergy, okay? All right, it's got some amazing recordings in there for you to check out, some links. You know, Eric Warre's 12 topics to, oh, what's it called, Catherine? Eric Warre's, what is it? GoPro. I've got it. It's all good. GoPro, that's amazing. All on network marketing. Letters to the doctor. If somebody needs to take something to the letter, to the doctor, there's a US one and Australia one in there. Australia one you can use for the New Zealand one. You just pop your details on there as the franchisee. And the other really cool thing in here, which is a bit further down, is our scripts. Okay. So there they are, scripts and marketing. Okay, I know a few of you would have already been given a couple of scripts from your upline, whether you're launching, whether you're inviting, whether you're following up. You might have been given a couple that they've got personally, that they've kept in their notes in their phone, but that's what you need to read through and also keep. I'd keep those 2 documents on you for a little while, just so you've got them, because, you know, they even cover the prices, not the New Zealand prices, might need to go in and edit that, but the points, structure, and everything's all in that Start Strong guide as well. Which is the same as everybody, our Fast Track Freedom Plan is in there. So until some of you don't have your virtual office yet, but if you do, inside your virtual office, it has the Freedom Plan, the Fast Track, or Rocket Plan, and coaching call template, that's it, and proficiency guide, so how we sort of get paid, the breakdown there. So otherwise, other things are in there for you to have a look at. The client care form, that's really cool to do. So even Zoe, I saw you took some amazing photos of yourself today. You might want to answer these questions yourself. Open up that document and do that with you, so you know where you were when you started this product. You know how, you grade yourself on 1 to 10 on how you sleep at the moment, 1 to 10 on your energy, 1 to 10 on how your nails are strength-wise, all these different things, and then have a look at it in 3 months' time and 6 months' time and see if it's changed. And that's what I do with a lot of the customers, because they seem to think they plateau or they're not getting any results. But then when I go through this with them, every 3 months or so, they realize that, they weren't quite running at a great health level before, but they forgot how bad they were feeling. So by doing that survey and keeping them a little bit accountable is pretty cool. All right, so that's all in our file section, okay? So there's plenty in there for you to have a look at. So if I head back over to here. So when any new team come into our team, all right, in the discussion at the top always is this pin post, okay? And in here, I've cleaned it all up and tidied it. These are the recordings that I do suggest. I will be just editing that again. This week I'm going to add in the 2 New Zealand ones, so the New Zealand training session and the New Zealand event. Once we've got a couple more over in New Zealand, I'm going to create an event on Thursday night for them permanently. So there'll be two events, one at 6:30 Australia time, one at 8:30 Australia time. So I can help our New Zealand team by having a couple of options over there as well. But there's all our recordings, our Monday training, all our recordings. There's the link there on how to find them in YouTube. But otherwise, I put them all in the team page for you. And if you just open one, you'll see the rest. And subscribe, and then you've got them all. Easy for you to find them. Okay, so when you add a new teamie, you go into comments in the pin post and you welcome them. Okay, so have a look at a couple beforehand and you just welcome them to, the team, our amazing support page. Look forward to helping you grow your business, build your goals, check out the files and check out the photo albums, which I'm going to show you next. This might be at the stage that they haven't actually even registered their business, but you can welcome them anyway. But once they've registered their business, you'll post it in here. You'll post welcoming new team to the business in here, and you'll also post their, I pop their launches on into the event that they're on, but you will also post all their promotions, okay? So we've got a few, these are only last week, promotions, and Carla won a comp that Lindsay did for her team. Here we go, there's a promotion there, SDVF for Melody, so that was pretty exciting. And then and then there's some DVF there, so they all go in there as well. Okay, the other section to really look within the team page is the photos. If you go over to photos, there's stacks of albums in here, so you click on albums. Okay, there's a few of the new program posts. They're in there, so our JBT program, go for it. New Zealand, you've got your own folder there with our JBT package with the prices on it for you. Your price list is in there, your points are in there. Anything else that I create as New Zealand goes in there. All right, there's a US one, a UK one as well. A few girls have done, not just in our team, but in other teams, have done markets. So I've got some pictures in there of how they've set it up. So they normally go forward with the program, and then Juice Plus is sort of sitting in the background. There's some cool posts here of what we're looking forward to with either the product or the business, or what we've created so far, which is pretty cool. Anything that's got Juice Plus on it, in saying that one doesn't even have Juice Plus on it, so you can use it, but anything that has Juice Plus, like that one or that one or that one, I wouldn't use on your page. But I'd use them in, messages if you're messaging people personally once they know it's Juice Plus, or you would see that in the customer page. These are the ones I use in the customer page when I'm, looking after our customers in there. Oh, makes me go all the way back. That's annoying. That's the first few albums. So the main album that I like for everybody to know about is called, not business picks, but anyway, there's some science stuff. Opulent Health and Wellness. You guys, anybody can use it. That's my the brand name that I set up for the team. Okay, so it's very generic. It's mamas, it's dads, it's families, it's travelers, it's health. You can use anything within our business page, anything that's got Opulent Health and Wellness on it. it's all ours to use. Okay, so when you're going forward advertising the business, you go forward with a brand, not with Juice Plus. Okay, and same with the product. If you're sharing the product, we just don't put Juice Plus out there. We're not allowed to in a lot of different groups and stuff, so we just tend to just not do it at all. And it's all about creating intrigue, so you can have conversations with people anyway. But the one that I really want you guys to know about, so there's a whole album there on inspiration. I've got 600 pictures in there. So if you're like me and you like to do an inspiration post, I do it most mornings, you know, at once a day, you've got 600 pictures in there to have a look through. Where's the page? Here we go. Business tools. This is the one you all need to know about, okay? And you need to tell all your new team about. And events. Events has got all our current events in there. So there's flyers in there. Again, I'm creating new ones with New Zealand times on there for you as well. But they're all in there, okay? But business tools, each one of these pictures has either text attached to it in the comments or it's got recordings, okay? These have all got recordings with them. You know, your vision, building your vision, customer care with Beck, customer care with Kira. These have all got in the comments a link of some sort of training for you to listen to. Okay, don't run out and try and watch them all in the next two days. Try to, you know, spread them out and do them. Hang on one second, I'll just fix that one. Yeah, and just, go in and watch some of these. So, you know, Adam's customer care, conversations and objections, that's a really good one. Accountability and intentions, yeah, that's another beautiful one too. So info about our program and product. There's heaps there for you guys to go and have a look in, you know, product information. That's a good one too. Virtual office. Once you guys get your virtual office, definitely go in and have a look at that one. Both number 1 and number 2 are in there for you to have a look at now. How to do a time audit, how to manage your time with either time management with Emma or and there's the time audit one too. And I'm pretty sure there's one on the 40 grid in there somewhere as well. But these are all great. And that's where this one permanently is. If you need to show a new teamie, you know, how the structure is and how it best worked, you know, when you come in, it's just you, and you know, we always suggest that you try and do the product and the both products, meaning the capsules and the premiums, and how quickly your points will add up. But if you have your order plus two customers orders, and you all have the premium, there's 113 points. Okay, if you help 3 other people do exactly the same thing, there's not only your first bonus done of $100, but there's your second one done within 40 days. So that's $500 worth of bonuses and about 300, 400 odd in profit. So that's massive, and it's setting you up for SC. And it's so simple when you see it in that format, but I do like that picture and I always like to bring it up. Yeah, so that is the main things, honestly, in the team page that you need to look at and know where to find. But if you're struggling to find something, you just go into the search, which you can do on your phone as well. And like I always go to something silly or something easy, and I put in sugar. If you've got someone that's got questions about sugar, type it in and you'll find, you know, information about sugar in our products, which is very slim. In obviously the capsules, it's absolutely minor. It comes out, you know, accidentally with the liquid, but it's such a small amount that it's not registered on anything. There's a tiny bit in the chews, and there's a little bit in the shakes as well. And a lot of people think that's quite large, but it's equivalent to a banana. And if they don't have a certain amount in there, the fiber or, you know, complex vitamin B or whatever that's in there doesn't work sufficiently without that set amount of sugar in there. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, that's what that search is there for. So if you need to find something, if you're trying to find, you know, Sunday night's event, and I haven't posted it yet, put in Sunday and it'll come up. And you can look at an old Sunday one to get an old picture if you can't remember anything else. But use the search buttons. They're pretty cool and make it a lot easier for you to do so. So that's literally our customer page. If anyone's got any questions on that, just take yourself off mute and ask a question. Otherwise, I'm going to skip over to the customer page. Oh, all right, you're all quiet. I'll take that as a, you know, you're all good. So this is our customer page, okay? You guys all know that our program is called the Juicy Body Transformation. So you're probably a little bit confused as to why our customer page is called the Juicy Fitness Crew. We do obviously have a private page called the Juicy Body Transformation, but it's got over 6,000 people in it. And your customers all our customers were getting lost in there. So we all had, us leaders were in a meeting, and it was suggested that we make our own one. So everything that I think is great in that old group, and in the 8-week shred and anywhere else I find goes into this page. And because all of our customers are on Juice Plus, I can talk about Juice Plus in here. So, you know, there's Kale. I'm doing the 30 days of gratitude at the moment in there from Jess. But, you know, and then there's health tips. There's always, we've got hundreds more recipes in here. So obviously we've got the 300 odd from the JBT, but I've put in another 800 odd recipes in there that are all based around whole foods. So our customers are pretty lucky. You just got to show them around when they come in. Okay, so that's the discussion, and that's what our customers are seeing. They can interact, and people can post in there, and if we think it's okay, we approve it. So feel free to interact as much as possible in there, so your customers know that you're in there too and supporting them. So when you sign up a customer and they've said yes and you've processed their order, you come into the pin post in here. All right, the top of the page, you click on comment and just look at a couple beforehand, and they all say the same thing. They're just welcoming a new amazing customer to our program. Welcome to the private group. Check out the files, check out the photo albums, and just, you know, check out the daily posts more or less. And if you've got any questions, reach out to the group or to myself. But otherwise, enjoy your journey. So that's just welcoming in there. And, you know, it's got a bit of an introduction up there, a little bit about the product, a recording from Kira about the program, and yeah, and just obviously a few admin rules there. Okay, so for them as well, where they're going to find all of the ebooks, here they are. All right, so all the program ebooks are in here. Also is, you know, the pantry, the meal planners, food, exercise and gratitude journal, that's in there as well. Again, these are high PDF like, you know, forms, so you probably need to load them onto your computer first, or get Dropbox to be able to load all these on, because they're quite large. If you have a customer that isn't on Facebook, let me know. I have set up a Dropbox for them to access through their email. But otherwise you can, you know, obviously load them up yourself and email them as well. Okay, so that's where all those are for the customer. So you need to let them know that they're in there. So that's the file section. In the photos, all right, and this is where you want to direct them as well. Again, quite a few albums in here. So breakfast ideas, healthy treats, healthy recipes. So they're a mixture of JBT and our ones. 206 smoothies, some with complete powder, some without. Health tips, at home PT exercises, or little sessions they can do from home. Stretching, there's more. Oh no, maybe that is it. Not letting me go to any more albums, so that might be all of them. But again, you can share these recipes, but just be wary that they're not all JBT. Okay, so don't say they're JBT when they're not. If they're JBT, it'll be all over them. You'll know it's JBT. Okay, see on these ones here, on the chili prawns and the naked waffles, they're definitely JBT. And if you click on them in here, they'll have comments, and that'll have the method in there for you to use as well. Okay, so you can share the whole thing. You can either just use the picture and go, oh my God, I'm excited to make these. Who wants the recipe? Then you can share the recipe in your comments, or you can put the method straight up into your text part. Okay, so that's literally our client page when it goes back over. It's simple, but it's great. You know, a lot of people out there pay fortunes to be part of programs for quite some time. And if they, you know, stop paying or stop taking their product, they get booted out, but they get to stay in here for life. Okay. All right. The only other page I'm going to show you, and then I'm just going to quickly go through the three-way in the Zoom chat again with everybody, is our Teams business page. Okay, so Opulent Health and Wellness. All right, I know a few of you came through Present Parents in Business, so you can utilize this the same way as well, but you need to do that in depth with Lindsay, okay? And it's the same with me. If you're going to share this page and share any links in here, you need to let me know, because if you're just sharing it out into the world and I don't know that you've shared it on specific pages or anything like that, see someone's, oh, Zoe, you've just liked that page. Good on you. This is, designed for you guys to use. Don't just share the page as a general. When you're looking at groups that you're in or you're responding to people, go and find yourself a post that is relevant to that group that you are in. Okay, so what you want to do is, if you're in a mummies group, or like it's this one here, I don't normally put myself in there very often, but I got sick of seeing all the Google images and I thought I'd put a travel picture of me in there. So if you're going to advertise in a travel page, have a look at those pictures or the text in these. And then what you do is, after you've put the text in, you go on your phone, it won't work on your computer, you go share at the bottom and it lets you copy the link to that post. Okay, so you drop that in at the bottom of your text, put your photo in, and then you post it on those pages. Okay, there's a huge variety in here. So, you know, that's a really nice short one. That's a really good bit of text to put out in groups. You know, it's simple. It's easy for people to read. It's not too much that they're not going to read it all. If you drop the link in that on a page as well, so put that text in, drop the link in, put a picture in. It doesn't have to be this picture, could be another one. And people are either going to respond on the page or they're going to come straight over to the business page because they want to see a legit business. All right, because this page has got a website, it has got an ABN, it is registered there for you guys to use. Okay, so share it away. There's all our newbies from last month. Beautiful. Then there's bits and pieces in there to mix it up a little bit, you know, general health or different things like that as well. So it's not all opportunity, but it is. There's only a few ads in here that I do about the product or the Kids Eat Free, but that's purely, again, so you can share it health-wise. So if you're responding to somebody that's, you know, low on energy and isn't getting much sleep, you'll find in here a product post and say, oh, hun, I know what you're, you know, I totally know where you are. I've got a young baby who's still waking up 3 times a night, has very little sleep during the day, and I was at my wit's end. You know, have you tried this? Have you tried that? I tried this amazing product, and now I'm finding that my energy is a lot longer and a lot sustainable through the day. And it's all based around whole foods along with an amazing program. Be happy to chat further. Drop in this link when you find it. It's in here somewhere. I'll need to bring them up a bit and see how you go. If they come over to this page, I'm going to find one now. Here we go. And this Catherine person here has responded in the group. I click on her profile. I go to message, see where she's come from, because it tells me all the groups that I'm in with her, but it's not going to tell me all the groups. But if I know a few of you have shared the link to this post, I know it's from either you, or you that have shared it. So then I've just got to ask if I need to, if it's more than one person sharing that post. I message them and say, hey, Catherine, how you going? Thanks so much for your comment on our business page, Opulent Health and Wellness. I would love to know how you found us, what's got you interested, and a little bit about you. And hopefully they remember where they've come from. Otherwise, I've got to do a little bit more digging to find out which post they came from. But that's literally sort of how it works, you know, and you'll see some of these have got heaps of responses. So sometimes that can take a bit of work, especially if you guys aren't telling me that you've shared those links. Okay, so you can use any of these pictures, again, just like the ones that were back over in our team page. So yeah, because they're all ours. And they're all images, but you will start seeing more images with either the team in it or myself in it or whatever, because if you don't own the photos, you could get in trouble, basically. So, you know, most of these, when people come over, it's telling them what they need to do, you know. Comment below, yes, please. Comment below, better health. Comment below, what's this one? Restart my life info. You know, another travel one. That one doesn't have, so they should all have something at the bottom. But anyway, that's all here for you to utilize and use. There's nowhere else you need to go within this. This is a business page, so there's not folders and photo albums everywhere. It is what it is. But if you know, if you need something specifically directed to FIFO or to a medical person or to another one for travel or medical, just let me know and I'll have a go at creating one and see how we go. But yeah, because this isn't a generic one. It's not all for mamas. It's not all for anyone. But there's ones in here for dads. There's one in here for blokes. So, you know, just find it, and I just try and keep that variety going in there for you. Okay, so that's our 3 pages in a nutshell. And I'm going to go back to just that process I was talking about after. So obviously in the early days, while you're still getting your verbiage, if you've got people that are interested in the product, still get them to watch a recording, especially if you're launching, say, oh, awesome, you know, I'm really new at it, but I'm launching on this day. Love for you to jump on and take a look, because you don't know. They might actually be also interested in the business, but you don't know until they take a look. So even now when people are talking to me about the product, I still show them a recording. I get them to an event and give them that opportunity to take a real look at everything. I don't try and tell them everything in message. I really don't like Messenger, to tell you the truth. I'm always second guessing myself. As much as a lot of people think I've got the gift of the gab at responding because I've got these scripts and I know how to use them now, it's not necessarily the case. And I want to keep that door open that they could actually be team. So people that do become your customers, you need to make sure you're giving that customer care. Customer care is so important, all right? Check in with them when you know their order's arrived. So make sure they follow the instructions and take it correctly. If they don't take it correctly, they're going to continuously detox and they're not going to get those end results by day 90 to 120. All right. Check in with them at 3-month mark. And if you've done the survey with them, see how things are responding with the survey. See if things are changing. Check in with them the week before their reorder goes out. Remember, your orders automatically come out every 4 months. So check in with them, and if they're happy, they're getting great results, leave it. You don't need to change anything, except for you might want to send them a thank you. You might want to do another post on your page because you thank them at the beginning. But then when they reorder every 4 months, thank them again, because it makes your page look great. You've got customers continuously staying on and loving their product, and for them, it's posting on their page. You want to make sure when you're posting on their page that it looks great, that you're putting great text in there, because that's another group of people that you're advertising to. All right. You're putting yourself into someone else's 300 or 400 odd friends or 100 or whatever. It's still another avenue for you to be sharing your business, or for you you're creating a business for somebody else. So, you know, and it's the same when you're having success in your team or in your sideline buddies. Share that between your pages, because people want to see that as well. They want to see how amazing this opportunity is and what people are creating. Okay, so that's with your customers, and obviously go in and add them to our client page and just keep looking after them. But when it comes to team, all right, so you're creating curiosity, whether it's on your page or in other pages out in the external social network world. You've got that conversation to a point where they're either watching a recording or they're coming to your event, all right? You let them watch it. You have a follow-up time with them, especially if they're watching a recording. And you ask them, you know, what did you think? I'm excited to hear what you thought. You know, oh, hey, how are you? If it is a recording, they're either going to come back going, no, it's not my sort of thing, but thank you anyway. Or they're going to say, I've got 100 questions. Or it's going to be, I want to start up. How do I do this? What's the process? Straight away, you don't try and be a guru and try and answer any of it. You just add your upline. Okay? All right. Sometimes it's not your direct upline. They're still learning. This is a teach-to-teach business. They're only going to learn if they get on the calls with you. So sometimes it could be 4 people, 3 people, 5 people on one of these calls for a new person. But that's how we learn. If we don't all get on there, you're not going to learn. Lindsay's done over 30 now, so she does her own ones. But in saying that, if she gets caught out with the kids, she's going to call me in to help out. Catherine's done quite a few now, and she's just starting to do her downlines now. I will always do my front lines new team. Okay, the same with Lauren above me. All right, and that's refreshing for me how they do it. But it's also giving that third endorsement. You need somebody else just to say, yeah, it's great. This is what it's done for me. It's another story for somebody to hear. So, just add them to a 3-way messenger. You don't even need to ask them. Okay, just add them and just say, this is such and such, she's my sister-in-law, she's my friend, or I met her on this page, she's a mama of 2, blah, blah, blah. This is Jana. She's been in the business for 19 months. She was working full-time, but now she gets to do this full-time around her 2 children. And then you just sit back and let us do the rest, okay? So we'll probably do 2 messages, get them to Zoom, and then again, you do a bit of an introduction on the Zoom, me, you, my story, and hand it over to me again, then I do the rest, or Catherine does the rest, or Lindsay does the rest, okay? You just take notes. You've got to learn this conversation yourself too, because one day you'll have to do them too. Always have a pen and paper in this business whenever you're on any chat, on any training session. And that's how you're going to learn. You're not going to learn otherwise. If you're not bringing on frontline yourself, so therefore having your upline do 3-ways for you, you're not going to learn that 3-way conversation. So you're going to rely on your team for a little while, bringing on team, and you're still going to need Lindsay or Catherine or myself to do those, okay? Because it's not fresh in your mind. You're not, you're not learning it. You're not being able to give it. All right. So I've done over 70, of those 3-ways now. I'm not saying I'm amazing at them, but, I always make it, obviously, for quite a few of you, you've had it with me. I make it, so it's all around you. It's about you, what you want to get out of this business. It's not about me. And show you how you can do it, because some people come in and they don't have the money, or they do have the money, but, that's scaring them off. So you need to have that chat and see what do we need to do to make this happen for you. You don't need to be on the product straight away, but honestly, you need to be on the product so you can share it. Otherwise, you're selling it. But once you girls, I'm going to repost, I've got to find it, this pie chart that I did. So at some stage, I'd like you to all do it, and you need to go in and grade yourself. Grade yourself on how you believe on yourself. So, 1 to 10, how much belief you've got in yourself, how much belief you've got in your new product that you've found and that you're hoping will give you some amazing results that you're going to share, your belief in the business, which you might not know a great deal about just yet, your 1 to 10 on network marketing, 1 to 10 on your team, 1 to 10 on people around you. And that helps you, whatever's the lowest, that's what you need to go to work on. So you might need to do some personal development on yourself. You might need to learn some more about Juice Plus and the business. And maybe, did you guys know that we even have a charity that we support? It's called Nutrition Plus. A part of our commission goes off to this amazing foundation, and we help Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander and children in need with their nutrition and schooling around Australia and New Zealand. So that's huge. That's pretty cool. Do some research on the company. If it's network marketing, listen to that Eric Warre, GoPro, and then you'll get how amazing that is. If it's about your team, work more with your sideline buddies, work more with your upline and the further upline. We're just one team. From me down, there's 70 odd of you, but above me there's Lauren, there's 700 odd. Above that is Adam, there's 6,000 odd. You've got people at your beck and call throughout this whole beautiful business, and you've got an amazing head office, and you pay a tiny little amount for all that work they do, and they're there at the drop of the hat if you need to ask questions. So I'm going to put that in the page so you guys can all have a look at that. And even though you're super early at the day, you're probably going to have really low numbers on quite a few of those, but at least you know where you got to go to work on. All right. So that's it. And then that last thing I just wanted to quickly touch over. I've got Catherine on. I wanted to hopefully get a couple of people to share. So maybe Catherine, if you're happy, can you do a product share for me? And I will do a business share just so the girls understand. So I'm going to ask Catherine the questions I would normally ask on an event. So girls, you want to be putting your hand up as if you're launching every time you get on an event to either share the product or share the business. Okay? Then and try and get people onto events every week. Don't rely on recordings. Get them to a live one. Let them see your face at the event. All right? So Catherine, where were you before Juice Plus? What results have you had so far? And why do you love sharing the product and program?
Hi, thank you, Jana. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Catherine. I've been on the product now for, I think it's been about 18 months. I started in February last year. I first started when my youngest was 6 months and my oldest was 3.5. So I didn't have very good sleep at all. I was lucky to get 3 hours sleep a night. I originally started the product because I was looking for more energy, and Jana, who I had seen posting about her energy, I got interested. So I asked a few questions. And then I was diagnosed with, well, what they said was postnatal depression. So instead of having to go on medication, I wanted to try something natural because I was breastfeeding. So I thought, why not? I'll give all of the products a go. So I did the shakes as well as adding in the fruit and vegetables. And within a month, or within 2 weeks I was sleeping better. I had way more energy. I could actually play with my kids instead of having a sleep during the day. And within a month, I had amazing weight loss. I'd lost 17 centimeters off my body. And the program was really just really easy. So at that time, I didn't do much exercising. I was just walking around with the kids, but it was quick and easy. So I only had 15, 20 minutes to make dinner of a night time. So I could, still utilize the program and all the recipes, and it's family friendly. So my partner, he loves food. And it didn't deprive us of anything. So that was how I got started on the product.
Awesome. Thank you. So again, I've already done the product talk and the program talk in those events, or somebody has. So you don't need to go in about how amazing you think the product is or how amazing the program is. You just got to talk about you, what results you're excited about for yourself, or how Juice Plus came into your life, what results you're excited about for yourself, or the results you've got personally. Okay. And, you can give the whole family if you want to, but just try, if you've got a whole family of you that's got results, sometimes when Catherine shares, she might share a specific part of the family. I know with Lindsay, she's got results all through the family. So one night she might just talk about the kids and eczema, psoriasis and warts. And then one other week she might talk about weight loss, her skin, energy, and the fact that she went through pregnancy just on Juice Plus. Okay, you don't need to give us the whole thing. You remember, you've got to try and keep it to 2 minutes. We don't want to bore people either. I think they're all amazing shares, but they might get a bit bored if we're going on and on and on. So that's how you do more or less, a product share. I'm going to spotlight myself. Sorry, I've got Catherine still spotlighted. So for me, I would ask myself, how did I come into the business? Ask myself, sure I would. How did I come into the business? What exciting things have happened to me so far? And what am I excited for in the future? Okay. So I'd be like, hi, thank you so much for letting me share tonight. So for me, I came across, the product first actually 19 months ago, and I was looking for something for my husband. I won't lie, he only eats meat and potato, and I was that healthy token chick. So I wasn't actually interested in the product, to be honest. But I had just transferred over from the Department of Defence to Department of Human Services on promotion after my second lot of maternity leave. So it was a new job, new staff, new responsibilities, more commuting, lots more stress. And there was just no flexibility around my family. And for the first time in my life, I was feeling quite sick. Mentally and physically, I was run down. So when this post came up on a local page in Melbourne, it was all about health and wellness, which was a huge tick for me, and working around your children's in stolen moments. I was quite interested, but I was super skeptical. It all sounded too good to be true. I've worked a traditional business as well. owned one. I had a restaurant for 3 years. So I didn't want to get caught in something where I'd be doing massive hours for somebody else to, even though they were saying it was my business. So I reached out to this person I didn't know, which was very scary as well. And I asked her lots and lots of questions, what if, and it was amazing. I built this little relationship up, and at the end of that conversation, she told me it was Juice Plus and the Juicy Body Transformation. Hadn't heard of the program, but had heard about the product, and I was quite excited. So she convinced me, to jump on the product myself as well as hubby and the shakes, and showed me how to share it. And lo and behold, 4 months in, I was able to reduce my hours to part-time. 10 months in, I was able to resign. So I've been a stay-at-home mum since January, something I was never on my vision board, never thought it would be possible. I thought I'd work until retirement age, and I just have to face the fact that I was going to miss out on some of these special moments with my children. But now I'm at home, I get to do kinder runs, I get to do all those things. But even more so, I get to be a part of this amazing community changing people's life. lives every day. I'm so passionate about that. It's so much fun and so much more reward in that. Of course, I've, made an income that allows me to be home. And I've got bigger goals on that. I want to get a caravan and then reduce hubby's hours and take off, because I can do this from anywhere. But that's literally it. Honestly, the community is the best bit, and the personal development along that on that journey has been truly amazing too. Thanks for letting me share. Literally, that's it. Okay, so again, I didn't duplicate anything that was talked about in the business side of things of the event. I didn't duplicate about anything that, I don't need to. It's already said. I've just kept it about me. Okay, and that's the same when you're launching. Okay, it's a little bit more scarier, but you try and keep it within 2 minutes. Think about the audience that's come to watch you and what's going to resonate with them as well. But it's, how did Juice Plus come into your life? What results you're looking forward to if you haven't already been on the product yet? And why did the business make sense to you personally? Okay, it's about you, your health journey, get the product cheaper and maybe share it with a few people, and to create a vehicle for you to stay at home with your children, or to maybe not even return to work. I won't be returning to work. I love this business now, and it's something that I will always do. But literally, that's sort of it in a nutshell tonight. That's everything sort of that I wanted to cover. I'm going to take you all off mute, see if there's anything, sticky or I didn't quite cover in the groups that you might want me to run over. And let you girls, ask away. So anyone got any questions? Anything I can run over for everybody else? Got to go. Okay. Bye, Beck. Anyone got any questions? Are you girls all, navigating okay through the pages? Am I covering it all for you? Mm-hmm. Yep. And you understand the importance of that funnel of, getting your leaders on it. And for a little while, that might be your senior leaders. And so your leaders can learn those conversations and learn those messages. Yep. Awesome. You're all amazing. August is going to be so exciting. It's already exciting. We've got 10 girls on the board that are, Zoe being one, and Beck being one that are, have said yes to the business. So that's super exciting. But, don't be afraid to reach out. All right. Adam, down to Lauren, down to me, and down to our, the front line within my structure, I guess, is following that process as best they possibly can. But, we don't always see eye to eye, but you've got all these other people you can ask questions to, or you can go to Lauren, or you can come to me at any stage. You can go to anybody. So if there's something you need help with, don't think you need to do it on your own. Okay? Awesome, girls. Thanks for jumping on. I hope that helped. I'm going to just reading comments. If you don't want to talk. All right, good night, girls. Get some rest, especially New Zealand. You go to bed.
Thanks, Jana.
No problem. See you later. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.